Welcome students to this last lecture of 5th unit and the last lecture of industrial psychology subject. Today we are going to learn about accident prevention in workplaces. Before that, let us do a small recap what we have done in 5th unit. We started off with the job design and what are the factors to be considered during job design, and what is job redesign, what is a job redesign process, approaches to job design, and then we also discussed the techniques of job design, that is job simplification, job rotation, job enrichment, and job enlargement, factors affecting job design, physical factors, mental factors, human factors, job evaluation criteria, job evaluation process, job evaluation methods, job evaluation factors, workspace arrangement, workplace ergonomics, and how an ergonomically compliant office is built. What are the benefits of ergonomics? Recommendations to be followed for a workplace. What is a workplace accident? Usually, what are the causes of accidents? What are hazards? What is the meaning of hazard? What is risk and what is safety? Today we are going to learn about accident prevention in workplace. Accidents, as you all know, are defined as unplanned occurrence of events that result in injuries, illness, sometimes death, and also loss of property or loss of production. While there is no way to completely estimate accidents, there are certain plans, preparations, and actions that can be taken to reduce them. So the first one is know the hazards. So how can we prevent accidents? First, you should know the hazards. Create a safe work area. Use safe lifting techniques. Use personal protective equipment. Regular communication and education and training. These are 6 important factors. So let us discuss in detail one by one. Know the hazards. Always be aware of the surroundings. Look around and identify the workplace hazards that could cause harm. Look for ways to reduce or eliminate hazards and implement them. Report unsafe areas or practices. Dress for the weather and also for the environment. Sometimes you can use job hazard analysis tools to find out or identify as hazards associated with the various job types. So this is how you should be aware of the hazards in the workplace. Next one is create a safe work area. The workplace in which you are working should be a safe work area. Poor housekeeping can cause severe health and safety hazards. Layout of the workplace should have adequate routes so that the people can move freely and free from debris or some material which causes discomfort. Inspect vehicles before and after use. Drive safely. Continually cultivate a safety standards to be followed. Take breaks and move around regularly throughout the day. Small breaks can make a big difference in combating the dangers of staying in a static position all day long. Always pay attention to workstation ergonomics. Okay, so this is about creating a safe work area. Next one is use safe lifting techniques. So when material is lifted, the employees or workers are always suggested to use safe lifting techniques, like following few safe lifting techniques. Like first one is lift from a position of power, keep the load close, use a staggered stance, don't twist while lifting. Training in body mechanics can reduce strain injuries and keeps employees safe during lifting and moving. So always you should position yourself to lift it properly with power. Always the load should be close and it should be have a staggered stance, and always avoid twisting while lifting, and also train your body to body mechanics. Next one is personal protective equipment. I think this everybody knows. You should use always personal protective equipment when there is a risk of injury, like earplugs, hard hats, safety goggles, gloves, air purifying respirators, safety shoes. So in this way, there could be safety ensured in the workplace. These are some gears or safety equipment which are very very helpful. Next one is regular communication. Notify supervisors about safety hazards. Speak up and be involved in safety planning. Continually cultivate a safety standard. Next one is education and training. Always educate or create awareness related to hazards that are there at the job. Ensure everyone has the proper safety training relating to the hazards of the job. Next, take advantage of various online programs, training programs available, and ultimately it is the responsibility to take an active role in maintaining safety to be safe today. Now, so this is about accident prevention at workplace. So how to calculate accidents? How can we calculate? So this is one small formula that was generated. Average accident rate is equal to recorded incidents during a month into 2 lakh by number of hours worked. For example, in January, if there was only one incident that happened here in January, maybe January 2020, when there is only one incident happening, so 1 into 2 lakh is something which is already it's a constant. So 1 into 2 lakh divided by total number of work during January, it is 10,000. Okay, it is the number of hours worked by all the employees. So usually 2 lakh is the number taken when it is assumed that there are 100 employees working in an organization. So here, if there is one incident happening and there are 10,000 number of work hours work, then the average accident rate is 20. So this is how accident rate is calculated. Going further, cost of accident. How can we find out the cost of accident? No doubt accidents do occur in industrial setups, but we should be aware of how to calculate. So there are 3 types of damages which could be suffered. First one is human cost, property damage cost, and general crash cost. So what is human cost? Fatality, loss of output, fatal loss. I mean, maybe there is loss of lives. Disability is maybe a kind of injury which disables a person with an ability. Then injury loss. Okay. Then if maybe the person or the worker will become injured and therefore he cannot work for few days, that is called injury loss. Then medical cost, the medical facility being given. Family and community loss cost, how the family and community recovers from the accident. And the funeral cost if the accident is fatal. So these are various human cost associated with an accident at an industrial setup. Then property damage. Sometimes in vehicles it happens that while driving there will be a kind of accident happening. Vehicle repair cost, vehicle detention period cost, non-vehicle property damage cost, general crash cost, travel time delay cost, police work cost, insurance administration cost. These are few general cost associated with accidents. So basically here we have to understand human cost. Okay, so this is something where these are the 6 elements which actually come to the human cost: fatal loss, disability loss, injury loss, medical cost, family and community loss, and maybe sometimes funeral cost. So this is the structure for cost of accidents. But there are many types of cost categories and their significance. Sometimes cost can be divided into these 4 things, that is external or internal cost, direct or indirect cost, or fixed or variable cost, economic or non-economic cost. The cost is paid by the organization and sometimes by others like maybe insurance companies. And internal cost to the firm is a cost, so this is something which is paid by external parties. Okay, and intern firm is a cost by which the firm has to pay, while an external cost is one which is attributable to the activities of the firm but is paid by others. This classification can reduce the incentive to invest in preventive actions by companies when portion of the costs paid by others is highly compared to the total amount of cost. Direct or indirect cost. How the cost can be allocated to the accident is key criteria of the method. When the cost can be allocated directly to the accident, it is direct cost like medical expenses, wages for the victim, etc. In other cases, it is an indirect cost, production losses, damage of corporate image, etc. Next, significance. The classification is important because it can stimulate employers to search for hidden cost in order to determine the true value of the cost of the accident. Fixed or variable cost. This analysis analyzes whether the cost remains constant despite changes in the incidence and severity of the injuries or illnesses. This fixed and variable costs will determine the economic incentive for an individual decision maker to take measures to reduce incidence or severity. For an economic perspective, only the increase in variable cost provides a motive for the company to reduce its occupational risk. Economic or non-economic cost. This is divided into cost that can be managed using a monetary metric or cost that can be measured using non-monetary. Like for example, a social cost. The loss of a life can be a social cost too. So, but it is non-economic. We cannot convert into monetary terms. This is one way of classification. So therefore cost can be classified into internal and external, direct or indirect, fixed or variable. So this is how the cost of an accident can be found. But there are few tools that are used to calculate accident cost. Accident consequence tree method, systematic accident cost analysis, SERSO method, incident cost calculator. So these are few methods which are usually used to calculate the accident cost. This is just for information sake. You cannot, no need to go in depth. Okay. Next one is workplace. This is all about accidents. Okay. Then we'll go further. This is about workplace safety. What is workplace safety? Workplace safety is a composite field related to safety, health, and welfare of people at work. It narrates the strategy and methods in place to ensure health and safety of employees within a workplace. So, a workplace safety is something where you are safe, your health is safe, and there is no problem or issues with the welfare of the people there. Okay, workplace safety includes employee awareness related to the knowledge of basic safety, workplace hazards, what are the risks, and implementation of hazard preventions and putting into practice necessary safer methods, techniques, processes, and safety culture in the workplace. It also includes safety rules and regulations designed mostly on the basis of existing government policies. Every organization usually puts in place a number of safety rules and regulations for its people. So therefore workplace safety is a very important criteria for an employee to join, and it helps remove the anxiety among people when it comes to safety. So workplace safety is about putting a stop to injury and sickness. Safety training and education for employees is important, should be imparted periodically to make them aware about and updating them of the latest safety measures. It is about safeguarding assets and health and life of the employees. It also features in cutting down the cost of low cost hours, time spent in putting short-term help and schedule and services that may fall off due to loss of service providers, pressure on those providers who are selecting the absent employees portion or poor case, having to shut down a program due to lack of providers. So this is how work safe place safety is about safeguarding the assets and health of the and the life of the employees. Okay, so always it should be ensured that the workplace is safe so that employees can carry out the activities without any risk or hazard which will affect their health or life, which may ultimately affect their families. So workplace safety, it's very important for the welfare of the people. So the organization should ensure that proper standards to be followed to make the workplace safe and the workplace environment also safe for the welfare of the employees. Next one is basic objectives of workplace safety. First one is prevention of an assistant for employees or workers' health and well-being. So first objective to have a workplace safety is to prevent and also assist employees or workers' health and well-being, enhancing workability of employees by ensuring a safe and congenial work environment, growth of the organization that remains free from prospective hazards and mishaps, encouraging a favorable social climate in the organization that motivates the employees to work efficiently towards organizational progress, prosperity, secure the health and safety of workers and workplace by eliminating or minimizing risk, achieve higher productivity among the employees by providing a safe and secure environment, focus on employee safety and health arising from chemicals and hazardous elements used as workplaces. So this is how these are the basic objectives of a workplace safety. But before that, uh, need for workplace safety. Why there is a need? Because accident should not occur. All should be healthy and energetic. Longevity of life to create public awareness, to avoid loss of property and life, to devise planning for safety. So accidents or fallouts of recklessness and lack of responsibility. So when we don't follow required safety norms, we end up in getting injured or even ending up our valuable life. So it is true with regard to our home and workplace alike. So to stay healthy and energetic, we should have a healthy food habit, which is itself a safety measure to keep us healthy and lively of work at home and in workplaces. We should take care of ourselves everywhere we are and of our others for leading a safe and meaningful life. To create public awareness, promotion of safety norms everywhere creates public awareness and discipline. It is true of workplaces and motivates new employees to take up safety measures necessary for their safety. The basic aim of safety measures is to prevent the occurrences of mishaps and hazards that sometimes cause heavy loss of life and property. Need for safety paves the way for devising an effective planning for all round safety of employees in an organization. So, therefore, these are the various needs for safety for workplace safety. That to avoid accidents, to stay healthy and energetic, to have longevity in life, to create public awareness, to avoid loss of property and life, to devise planning for safety. So therefore this is about workplace safety and this is about accidents. So with this I think we finish our fifth unit. Fifth unit. On accidents and hazards and all. But then in this unit you might be having few questions, like in this fifth unit, what is job design, what is job evaluation, what is accident and safety, ergonomics, human factors in job design, how to reduce accidents and hazards. These could be in short, and then in long you might be have getting like define job design, discuss the factors affecting, what are the like this one, job design factors. Okay, then human factors in job design, and what are the causes of accidents and their cost, what are accident and situational factors related to accident reduction. So this is how, these are few questions which can be studied. One more important concepts I just want to add here. As you know, just now we have discussed about accident rate calculator. It is about how to calculate average accident in an organization. To add further, there is one principle called uh, accident proneness principle, and today we are going to discuss this. This will be the last thing. Okay, what is accident proneness principle? It's an hypothesis, like how accident, how like industries are prone to accident, and what is the principle. So here there are two basic concepts under components of accident proneness. The first one is accidents caused by chance factors and accidents attributed to personal characteristics, right? So it could happen unfortunately or fortunately, that is accident caused by chance factors, and attributable to personal character, that is the because of the personal factors. So this is called accident proneness principle. So this accident proneness concept does not hold that accidents are caused strictly by chance. Sometimes personal factors also influence the accident proneness. Next one is role of machines in accidents at workplace. So every workplace has few machines, and workers rely on these machines to operate safely with an intended objective to produce something. However, defective or poorly designed machines can cause the injuries to employees and at workplace. So there are accidents occur because of that because of defective or poorly designed machines. So therefore there are four factors, major factors, which cause accidents. uh, the first one is machine design or assembly, these defects. So flaws in machine design or assembly can pose a significant safety hazard to the user. Therefore, defects in machine should be assessed, immediately evaluated, so that the manufacturing process cannot be stopped, and then there is no injury that could be caused. And poor training, yes, workers must receive proper training from their employers to use the machine. If the training is not taken properly, the instructions from the manufacturer cannot be taken. So therefore there could be a problem of the employees to operate the machine. So how to handle emergencies, how to operate a defective machine, how to handle a malfunctioning of the machine, and what are the hazards associated with the machine, how dangerous it is. So all this training should be taken by the employer. If it is not taken, then there will be a chance that accidents may occur. Inadequate safety care. Companies in various industries require workers to wear proper safety equipment and devices such as hard hats, goggles, if personal protective equipments and first aid box. If these things are not there, then there will be a chance that the that accidents may occur. And then the last one is poorly maintained machinery. Lack of proper machinery maintenance also, like if the machine is not working properly, even then you are running it in spite of the hazardous condition of the machine, then also there could be a chance that accidents might occur. So there should be proper machine inspection and maintenance every now and then by the safety workers, safe for the safety of the workers. So therefore the accidents may decrease. So therefore there are four major factors that cause accidents. One is machine design or assembly defects, poor training, inadequate safety care, and poorly maintained machinery. As machines are indispensable tools used in industries, factors, and all, you should always maintain a properly working machine. Okay, so because workers or employees are totally reliant on machines, so machines should be maintained properly, and people should be trained, and they should be given proper protective gear to handle the machine. And the machine design and the assembly design and the process layout and layout should be designed in such a way that, excuse me, the maximum flaws or accidents can be avoided. So this is about role of machines in accidents. So with this, I think we complete our fifth unit. Thank you very much, students. Okay. Any doubts, you can actually put a comment, or you can actually talk to your HOD, and we might will discuss. Okay. Thank you.